The process of unearthing your inner voice is a process I'm going through right now, and is a process that many have gone through and many talk about when Joseph Campbell says, enter the forest through where there is no path. The practice of making silence and meditating to listen to the inner voice. Find your bliss. All of these words point to the same truth, which is the process of unearthing your inner voice. Comes from creating silence. To create silence is to create space of aloneness. And to be okay with that. And so I've been trying to do this lately, and it's not easy. It's not easy to remove oneself from social interactions, especially with COVID and with these times we're in, where we really see the value of social interactions. And so my practice to harness loneliness and to become friends with it instead of reaching out to someone or doing something in order to numb it. My practice, a very simple one but very potent one, has been to watch. And so become aware of that little itch in my heart that comes with, oh, I feel lonely, which usually comes with, oh, I'm bored. And instead of reaching for my phone or talking to someone or anything else that I used to do to cope with that little unpleasant sensation, I sit with the sensation and I breathe through it. And I just wonder, let's see what happens if I sit with it. What's gonna happen if I sit with it? And most of the times, the sensation, or I should say, every time, the sensation fades away. And the boredom is replaced by some kind of idea, or not. And if not, I just sit there and keep on doing what I was doing. So I'm understanding that loneliness is actually just a sensation, just as a wave of stress, of anxiety, or a wave of joy, or like a smoker would have this desire to light up a cigarette, from what I heard. It fades away as quickly as it came. And that's very liberating. Because you know that you can sit and you don't have to act on it. It's freedom. It's freedom from it. It's freedom from doing things out of boredom, out of loneliness, which in my case has always led me to do things that were not true to myself. Was leading me to be needy or to sell myself too short or things like that. So really honing that skill of being able to sit through loneliness, through that wave of despair, of, oh, I feel so lonely. Being able to sit through that, it's how we liberate ourselves. It's a concept that Carl Jung talks about a lot, and he says that we tend to always seek distractions from ourselves, from loneliness. But really, loneliness is where we can find ourselves. So the process of unearthing your inner voice comes from a necessary time spent making friends with loneliness. In other words, it's time spent making friends with yourself.